Regarding authors, it is important to remember that information will remain available in libraries, whether visible or not. The same mechanisms used to prevent the dissemination of texts will be employed to perpetuate them. Respect for one person's abilities leads to the opposition of another's abilities. Where there is movement, there is counter-movement. And the level of response will always surpass the previous ones. The game of chess and the game of cards are apt metaphors created by skillful beings. Understanding either of them answers any and every question, as all science and the representation of the world reside within them. The multitude of games arising from them serves to obstruct what they represent. It is acknowledged that the brilliance of each move in law and destiny belongs to powerful adversaries. The authors foresee the aphelions and perihelions, and trust in them. At some point, the approach is not hindered, and the stars nearly touch. Knowledge is regained through the force of attributes, employed with mastery and courage. The lighter traveler experiences amplified sensations, and reality resonates. In this communion, the environment bends paradoxically. It is a victory for both. Those who are going to die greet those who are going to live. For in them, they will live. Much is questioned about what to seek, where to seek, what to do, and how to do it. The will, when well understood, lies in the first step. And this is no longer news. By willing, forces will approach and position themselves in opposition. Here, the power of the will is evident. Attention is the fundamental element that will bring discernment between one force and another. Many pieces of information will be made available, which need to be processed within each being. Not believing in anything or anyone is crucial in this process. All forces, marshaled into two opposing forces, are entirely present. The presence of mastery will manifest with varying strength. Trusting solely in this presence is essential for the next step. Only this mastery responds and shapes learning. Knowledge establishes itself in small pieces that gradually come together. Things begin to make sense, linking and explaining one another. Once inside, one must never abandon the will. The danger lies in yielding to the offers presented by forces contrary to the will, which can be used to re-establish ties to the false environment from which one is attempting to escape. This is abundantly clear in all that has been written. Beware of artifices, for forces act upon the being, and make it stronger. Misusing these forces will yield effects that are hard to recover from. The path of the will adapts to the nature of the traveler. When one asks to explore the interior of the earth, it is akin to diving into the nature inherent to the diver, with the intention of attentively observing this nature as the process that shapes the manifested being. Within the nature of the manifested being lie all components, across various degrees, guiding its manifestation, reactions, and actions. To alter nature, one must understand it. This is where true alchemy occurs, as the being is unconcerned with external alchemy that produces base gold. To understand nature, one must immerse oneself in it and identify its components. It is essential to remember that you are in a process of transformation and transitioning between states, moving from one state to another, without losing consciousness. In this laboratory, patience is necessary, and any haste should be avoided. The resistance of the elements composing the manifested being is still unknown. These components must be transformed, not destroyed. During this transformation, each element will be placed in its proper position and worked upon to achieve its highest degree of purity. The will leads to silent and solitary work. Interaction becomes formal, respectful, and cautious. There is no need to alter routines or create special environments beyond the laboratory. Seizing moments of silence, isolation, stillness, encounters, and conversations with complete self-awareness, recognizing each element that forms your being, discarding what is unnecessary for the work, and reinforcing what is essential for the work, will bring about the great work. Obscurity will recede, and the glory of the world will be bestowed.